Give thanks, oh, thank. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and they go. Don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. It's like a jungle sometimes I wonder how I keep on going under. It's like a jungle sometimes I wonder how I keep on going under. Broken glass everywhere. People pissing on the steps because they just don't care. I don't have, no, I can't take the smell, can't take the noise. Got no money to move out, I guess I got no choice. Rats in the front room, punches in the back, junkies in the alley with the baseball bat. I try to run away, but I couldn't get far, cause I'm in with the total repossessed my car. Don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. I'm trying not to lose my head.
Welcome back, viewers. It's James Kalm, the guy on the bike. And today we're starting our 10th season of the Kalm Report. And we're going to run in here to the MARC Straus Gallery on Grand Street. And take a quick run through, look at an exhibition by Hermann Nitsch. Well, doesn't look like Hermann is here. And tonight's kind of the opening salvo of the 2015-16 season. And so we might try to run around and get some quick views of a lot of the shows, so we're not going to spend a lot of time. Just give you an overview. Well, this piece is titled Shoot Build, which I think translates to shoot picture. And this is acrylic on canvas 2013, 59 by 39, and it actually looks to me like it's on burlap. Well, we did a feature on Hermann Nitsch at, I think it was the Mike Weiss Gallery maybe 4 years ago, where he did a performance, and you might want to take a look at that. This piece is also a shoot build. Now, I think one of the interesting things about Nitsch is that he was one of the founding members of what was called the Vienna Actionists. This is oil on canvas 1983, so this is 25 years old. And a lot of his work was dealing almost more with performance. This is shoot build 1992. 78 by 118. Anyway, the Vienna Actionists were people that were dealing with performance in the body, and Nitsch actually had, maybe still has, a kind of a group of followers, a little enclave, maybe you would even call it a cult, and they would kind of perform these ceremonial rituals involving the butchering of animals and almost kind of bacchanalian celebrations, harvest and fertility. This is also shoot build 2013 acrylic on canvas 78 by 78. And a couple of other people, Arm Ferrainer, Gunther Braus, And one of the guys I think is maybe the most interesting is Rudolf Schwarzkugler. I like this piece. Shoot Build 2010. This is oil on canvas. And he's got a shirt in there. And, you know, in the performance pieces that he did up at Mike Weiss, a lot of them that were dealing with kind of ceremonial vestments. Now, I don't know whether he purchased them from some kind of a priest's wear catalog or something, but a lot of them look like Catholic vestments, and then he would slather paint and other things. It's another Schutz build from 1986. Acrylic on canvas. Well, if you didn't know the backstory, you would probably look at this and think that this was kind of like action painting, maybe meets color field. And maybe that's one of the points at which a lot of European art kind of breaks off from the empirical stance of a lot of the Americans, is they've got all of these kind of spiritual, historic, cultural things that they look at. Let's check out the back room. Oh, upstairs. Oh, there he is. He's Hermann Nitsch. It's nice to see him here. He's got to be in his 80s. This piece is titled Schutz Build 2013 acrylic on canvas 78 by 78. Sweep over this gallery. I took some time to talk with Hermann about Rudolf Schwarzkugler, one of the other great Viennese actionists, but I think he committed suicide when he was 29 or 30, so this is back in the mid-late 60s. This is Shoot Build 2010 oil on canvas with painted shirt. Anyway, the interesting thing was that Robert Hughes actually published something saying that Schwarzkugler had castrated himself and then thrown himself out the window. Got a couple of pieces here, and they're both Schutz build. This is 2008, 30 by 31. This is 2013, also 39 by 31. Anyway, I like the rawness of this. That statement by Robert Hughes was wrong, and Schwarzkugler didn't do that, and Hermann Nitsch knew that that was wrong. It's a Shoot Build 2010 oil on canvas and paint on shirt. Anyway, oh boy, we've got a major thing here. He and Schwarzkugler's girlfriend, fiance maybe, spent years trying to get people to accept the fact that the Robert Hughes story was a fraud. And then at some point he realized that it had become such a big part of the legend of Schwarzkugler that it was actually had attained a state of art in its own right. So he decided that it was better just to leave that because it had become such a powerful myth. This is Shoot Build 2011 acrylic on canvas, 122 by 157. And again, we've got these attached shirts, although I would say they are more like vestments. and then they're attached in these frameworks, in these boxes, and then they're all on this little, it's kind of like a ceremonial litter that you could carry on both ends. Okay, so this is Shoot Build 1998, and this is 78 by 118. It's about 7 by 10 feet, and the materials are blood and acrylic on canvas, and I guess the blood would be the part that's kind of turned almost greenish under there, the oxidation. Shoot Build 2010. And again, this has got the feeling of a lot of action painting. And Pat Steer has been using this kind of rivulets of drippage for the last, I don't know, 20 years. Well, this has been a look at the Hermann Nitsch show here at MARC Strauss on Grand Street. Let's move on. At the Vapor Lounge. You're kidding. You go in there and suck up some vapors and quit smoking. Okay, so we're at the SHIN Gallery. Come Sweet Death, John Baldessari. Okay, well, somebody asked me, how did John Baldessari get to the Lower East Side? I don't know. Maybe he wants to hang out with the young and the hip. It's interesting, so we've got a crate, rope, and it looks like a hangman noose. And then we've got a ball pool. Of his major altered photograph pieces in the back. Well, at least the puppy is enjoying this. Okay, well, something like this always encourages the audience to take part. It's kind of an interactive piece. And okay, so this is another kind of the escape into childhood theme that's been going on that I take a little critical stand against, I guess. I wonder when the death part comes in. Oh, well, I get it. That's what the hangman's noose is for. Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna go down the street and look at some more stuff.
Sometimes I wonder how people going under.
Well, we're here at the HIONAS Gallery on Forsyth Street. And we're going to bop in and see a show by Stephen Maine. Well, I've known Stephen for probably about, 10 or 12 years now. And we covered one of his shows. It was out in Brooklyn at 490 Atlantic Avenue. And well, actually, I am pleasantly surprised by this latest batch of paintings. These are the largest pieces by Stephen I've seen so far. This is titled "Go Ahead, People." P15-0701. Acrylic on canvas. It's 100 by 80 inches. These are acrylic on canvas. Well, we've done a report on Steve, and he spoke a little bit about his process, and it involves a kind of a monoprint type of painting, and but it's a way of him kind of removing the hand from the work. This is titled P15-0720. And this is also 100 by 80 inches. And, well, he's done other pieces which are almost exclusively kind of a dot patterns. And he said that they kind of made me think of some of the Sigmar Polk. But, well, these new pieces, he's got a lot of various textures and things that he's working in there. And yeah, these are kind of tricky, and there's always this, at least for me, there's kind of a tendency to look at these as some kind of remnants of photographs somehow. Oh, hey, there's the artist right there. There's a beautiful selection of some of his smaller pieces. These are all 20 by 16. Oh, listening closely. He's talking about his technique.
All I have to do really is run some paint over the slate and press some canvas into it, and it's really essentially very easy.
How do you press the large canvases? That's big.
I have a team of elves. You can cut that out. No, I have a contraption in my studio. I'll never get used to this. That where the canvas is tethered to the ceiling.
Okay.
Pulley system.
Really?
Yeah, and suspended in space.
Do you have to get up and dance on them? You know, Philip Taffy sort of dances on his paintings to print them. Do you have to do anything physical like that?
No, I don't have to do that. I prefer to work in assignments, actually. So there's nothing going on in the studio other than the creaking wheel of the pulling and the gentle flutter of primed canvas in the beautiful Third Avenue breeze.
Also, I'm very impressed with the size of the new pieces. I've never seen you work that large before. Was that a problem for you to sort of bump up the scale like that?
It was a challenge, and I'm an ace procrastinator anyway in all areas of my life, so it took a long time to get there, but typically once I did it, it took me so long to do it.
They look great. No, I'm really impressed. I think they came off great.
I think my thinking kind of expanded to fit itself to that format pretty quickly.
All right, Steve, thanks. Congratulations.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the show.
I am enjoying the show. Excuse me, folks.
I know Eva for a long time. You know what?
That was nice. Oh, there's the wife of the famous artist. Hey, Gila. Now, this would be something that would be closer to what I normally see Steve exhibiting. This is acrylic on canvas, 40 by 32 inches. This is P15-0710. Acrylic on canvas. P15-0617, 36 by 30. It's a little more simple. You know, I paint with oils myself, but there are certain qualities of acrylic, especially the very dry matte surface on the acrylic, that I appreciate. And kind of like the way that he's got this very flat surface that almost looks like he's taken a paint roller maybe and spread out the paint. It's another nice large piece. This is P15-0704. Acrylic on canvas, 80 by 64 inches. You know, I think it's interesting because not only do these pieces have kind of a decorative quality, but if you heard Stephen talking about his process, and here's some of the dot sections. If you heard him talking about his process, there's also almost a conceptual attitude to the way you apply paint. Well, this is the end of a round-robin tour, the opening of the 2015 season, and we're here at the HIONAS Gallery looking at a show by Stephen Maine, and as always, thank you, Kate.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.